Hi, good morning all. Welcome back again our online class. Today our class is related basic electrical tools. Today our class is related basic electrical tools. Any kinds of work if we want to do. Any kinds of work if we want to do. First we need to tools as per work requirement. Any kinds of work, not in electrical, any kinds of work if we want to do, first we need to tools as per work related. What tools is need as per works related, we need to tools also. Without tools we cannot do any kinds of work. Same way electricals working time also need tools. So same way electricals working time also need tools. Okay, so today class I will be explain about basic electrical tools. What tools are required for electricals work? So I will explain one by one. Especially electrical tools are divided in two parts: hand tools and power tools. So electrical tools are divided in hand tools and power tools. Hand tools, hand tools used by all electrician, laborers, helpers, all using in this one. There have no any danger hazard is coming there. Hand tools. But power tools is using time you can care about the power. Power tools is operated by electrical power supply. So if you have the knowledge of electrical power supply, or if you have the knowledge of how to operate the equipment, electrical power tools, if you have the knowledge, this one you can do, you can using in electrical power tools. If you have don't knowledge, don't touch this one, because if there is coming in accident, you have no idea there is coming sure accident. So you can take the knowledge first about power tools and after use. This is better for you and better for the all. Okay, so take the knowledge of first one, how to operate it, how to uh, do the power supply, and how to take the power supply, how to give the power supply in equipment. Everything you can take the knowledge and after you can do this one. Okay, so without knowledge of this power supply and how to use power tools, you cannot touch the power tools. This is better for you and you can save the accident also. So hand tools, we have basic hand tools. One electrician, how many basic hand tools is need for your toolbox? So I will explain this one. Okay, so toolbox, you need to first, you need to put the tools in your toolbox. You need to one toolbox. One electrician need to one toolbox to put your tools inside the box. First you need to toolbox. Okay, so toolbox, inside what tools, basic tools what need in one electrician: measuring tape, plumb pump, spirit level, axo frame, suckline marker, right angle, screwdriver, line tester, chisel, center punch, point punch, Allen key, torque wrench, pipe wrench, spanner, adjustable spanner, monkey plier, grip plier, side cutter, cable cutter, wire stripper, electrical knife, combination plier, nose plier, in cutter plier, and hammer. Basic electrical, if you have, you going to one side as a electrician, you need to this hand tools in your toolbox. Power tools is required by the project power tools no take with your hand, but hand tools is you should be required this one. So hand tools you can put in your toolbox. Power tools you can provide by the project. Okay, so power tools is not need to put inside the toolbox. This is very big sizes. Okay, big sizes, they are not coming in inside the toolbox. Okay, so toolbox inside have need these tools and tools for one electrician. If you want to go to electrician is there. Okay, so you need to this hand tools. So one by one I am explain about this one. So measurement tape, especially measurement tape you need to small size, no big size. You are an electrician, so you can take the little bit measure of the this one. This is your measurement tape. This is available in 3 meter, 5 meter, 7 meter, 10 meter also. Okay, so you can using in 5 meter is better for you. You can in this one to measure the area, measurement the area. Okay, measurement the pipe, measurement the your cable tray, what work is you want to do, and you can measure the there and do the work. And plumb bum is using for the make the level. You can sometime you work in slab work. Okay, that time slab 2 you can marking in correct. How to make the correct, you can make the correct correct point, make the correct point of this one. That time you can using in plumb bum. Okay, so this time you can using in plumb bum, measuring the marking time. Okay, spirit level, this is your spirit level. Spirit level you can using the make the level of the your device and your cable tray trunking root. This is going to good level or not, this is going to up and down. If you not make the correct level, this means this is going to up and down. So you can use the check the level by the your cable tray root, trunking root, your device installation, your DB installation time you can check in your spirit level. Axo frame, this is axo frame. Axo frame is two types, mini types and big type. So mini types we can using in glanding work. Glanding work, if you we can cut the insulation of outside insulation cutting time, you can using in mini axo frame. And big axo frame we can using in small cable tray, small cable trunking, GI pipe or GI conduit, EMT conduit cutting time you can using in axo frame. Okay, in big axo frame. Small axo frame you can using in gland and termination time, glanding time. You can in cutting the outside of cable insulation, that time you can using in mini axo frame. And big axo frame you can using in small cable tray trunking or GI conduit or GI conduit or EMT conduit cutting time you can using in big axo frame. And chuck line marker. So chuck line marker you can using the marking of wall and slab. If you using this one, so your equipment or your device or your conduit are going to state level, same one level. Okay, so that time you can make the marking. First you mark with chocolate dory and put the your device or your equipment or your cable tray and trunking. Okay, so you can be using chocolate dory for marking purpose. Okay, marking purpose. And this one right angle is using for the marking of your cable tray trunking. Cutting time you can using the marking purpose of this one. If you using in right angle, your marking is coming straight. Okay, so that time you can using in marking. Okay, next one is screwdrivers. So screwdriver, especially electrician need to screwdrivers in termination time and some screw tight time you should be need the screwdriver. So screwdriver is two types: minus screwdriver, plus screwdriver, or also called flat type screwdriver or star type screwdriver. If you have the star type not bolt, you can using in star type. If you have the minus type screw, you can using in minus type screwdriver. Okay, and other one is line tester. Line tester you can using in line power line checking time you can using in line tester. Okay, and sizzle you also need the sizzle, because sometimes you can put the inside of wall in PVC pipe. Concealed PVC pipe is not coming in outside, and your project some in construction section people is give to cutting the wall and put your pipe is inside, but sometimes pipe are not going to properly inside. That time you can using to sizzle to remove the little bit this one. So this also need. And center punch we can need to marking for the center in drilling time, and any time we can need this one. And point punch also need for the same in marking time. You can need the in small equipment you can using in point punch. In big we can using in this center punch. Okay, and next one is metal file. Next one is metal file. So we have the metal file is 3 and 4 type, especially 3 type: round type, flat type, and half round type. Round type we can using in make the round hole. If you can using in hole in metal, that time there is coming one sharp is coming there, or some scrub is coming there. That time you can clean this hole. You can using in round type file. And flat type you can using remove the sharp of cable tray, trunking, and cable ladder. Half round also using in same cable tray, trunking, and ladder. Cutting time there is coming some scrub or sharp. That time you can filing and make the good. Okay, so Allen key you can using some screw are coming in Allen key model. So that time you can using in Allen key. Torque wrench you can make the tight of your equipment not bolt. Okay, so you can using for equipment not bolt tight time you can using in torque wrench. And termination time you can using in termination not bolt tightening time you can using in torque wrench. Okay, pipe wrench, especially pipe wrench is using for the gland time. You can using in gland time in pipe wrench. Okay, so pipe wrench you can using in glanding time. If make the gland is tight, that time you can using in pipe wrench, because gland is big now. So this same sizes spanner is not available. So that time you can using in pipe wrench. Okay, and another one is spanner. So spanner we can using in spanner is especially 2 type: ring type and flat type. This there you see there have the diagram of ring type and flat type. So you can using both of this one. So especially in electrical work this size are needed. So electrical work you need to 6 mm, 10 mm, 13 mm, 17 mm, 19 mm, and 22 mm spanner. So in electrical works maximum using in 6 mm, 10 mm, 13 mm, 17 mm, 90 mm, and 22 mm. Okay, so which size knot is need to which size spanner? So I will explain about this one. Knot size is 6 mm. If your knot size is 6 mm, you can use 10 mm spanner. Okay, 6 mm you can using in 10 mm, 8 mm you can using in 13 mm spanner size, 8 mm not 13, 10 mm not 17 mm, and 12 mm not 19 mm, and 14 mm not 22 mm. So you can thinking why not same knot size, same spanner, why no using? So I am explain about this one also. Suppose this is your knot. Okay, so knot always give the dimension inside thread. Knot, there have the knot, you see there is your knot dimension is give inside the thread, not give in outside the knot. So the tightening time you using the tightening in outside the knot. So threading inside have one size and outside have another size. So always give the knot thread rod is threading inside the knot. Okay, always give the dimension inside the knot, thread going to thread, there have the thread, you see inside have the thread, and always give the dimension of inside the thread. So outside knot is big, inside thread is another size. So if the 6 mm inside knot they are used to, you can 10 mm spanner. Okay, outside is 10 mm. So depends with your knot sizes. Knot size is always give inside the size, outside is not give. So if you tightening time using spanner is outside to tight, not inside to tight possible. Okay, inside going your knot with bolt, and outside to you tight. So outside dimension is big and inside is small. So always give the dimension not bolt or inside threading dimension. Okay, so we need to different type of not different type of spanner. So if this means big sizes of spanner need for small sizes knot. So this is the sizes of knot and bolt you can using in as per your if 6 mm knot you can use in 10 mm, 8 mm 13 mm spanner is unit, 10 mm 17 mm spanner need, 12 mm knot 19 mm spanner unit, 14 mm knot 22 mm spanner unit. Okay, you can using it like that. Okay, adjustable spanner is also using in some small screw tight time, you can using in adjustable spanner. Monkey plier, this is monkey plier. So monkey plier is using to catch to some equipment or some materials, cable tray, trunking, catch and handling. That time some cable tray is you cutting by the hacksaw, that time you handling correct catching with your monkey plier, and then after cutting, and sometime using for tightening purpose also. And grip plier, this is the grip plier. So grip plier, before chapter I am talking about the grip plier. In cable tray and trunking chapter we are talking about the grip plier. So grip plier is using for especially in thread rod tightening time. Thread rod tight time we can using in grip plier. They have the one good grip, good catching system. So if you grip this one and tight there and rounding the thread rod, this means thread rod is not damaged, so good to tight. So many interview is coming in cable tray time, tell which tools to tight in thread rod. That time you can tell grip plier to tightening in thread rod. Okay, you can using in this one. And some materials handling catch time also using in grip plier also, but maximum thread rod tightening time using in grip plier. Okay, and side cutter we can using in cut the cable. Okay, cut the cable or wire, small size wire cutting time we can using in side cutter. Okay, next one is cable cutter. Cable cutter we can using in cable cutting time, small cable cutting time we can using in manual cable cutter, like 10 mm, 25 mm up to 35 mm we can cutting by cable cutter, but this too big we can using in hydraulic cutter or hacksaw frame also. Okay, if no have the hydraulic cutter we can using in hacksaw frame, not cutting by cable cutter. Cable cutter is coming up to the 25 we can possible to cutting. This is your cable cutter. Okay, next one is wire stripper. So wire stripper also need to electrician. If you going to db termination and some termination time, you should be need to wire stripper to remove the insulation, outside insulation of the cable or wires, and put the inside of termination and terminate. So this is also available in two types, normal types and auto types. Okay, this is automatic types also have and normal types also have. So this wire stripper is used for remove the insulation of wire before termination. Okay, we can using in this one. This is the auto wire stripper. They have mentioned is writing in 2.5, 4 mm, 6 mm. Wire is mentioned, there is marking. So which size is you can remove the insulation of which size wire. So there you mark, arrange the screw is marking is there, and you can remove the insulation. So this is auto system. Okay, sorry. And electrical knife we need to remove the insulation of cables, remove the insulation of long cable, cutting the cable termination time, and if you want to put the inside the panel, and how many insulation is removed inside the panel, outside insulation is no need. This is safety purpose, only inside conductor insulation is need. So that time you can using in electrical knife to remove the long electrical this cable outside insulation, and insulation removing time you need to electrical knife. Combination plier. Okay, this is combination plier. So plier also need to catch the some equipment and cutting some wires, and that's one using for combination plier also. Okay, and notch plier also using in same, we can using in cutting purpose, and some pipe inside have the wire not possible to coming outside, so you can that time pull time you can using in notch plier also. Okay, notch plier. And hand tools is completed. Okay, so we can without hand tools put your toolbox, you can put in your toolbox and perfect making, but power tools you cannot put inside the toolbox. This is very heavy, so this is provided by your project in your company. Okay, provided by in your company. And this actually hand tools also provided by the company, not by you, but this is provide with your name, and if you missing they are give the fine for you. So this is give with you, and give the one toolbox for you. All hand tools are morning time you can using in work, and evening if your duty is finished, that time you can check all your hand tools is available there and not. After put inside the toolbox and put the padlock. Okay, padlock and save to your hand tools. So every day hand tools is not provide your project in your company. One time give the hand tools for you, and after if the damage of hand tools, you can change this one. Damage you can give to the damage in your company and take the new one. But every day going take this is not possible, so one time they will give. But power tools is very big, and power tools also need to not possible to give every person in power tools, not possible to give every electrician in power tools. This is using in 2 group, 3 group, 1 power tools, and like that. Okay, so this is common using. So this is not giving in separate one electrician, one technician, not give like that. Okay, so power tools I am already told. If you have the knowledge of how to use power tools, first you take the knowledge of who is experienced about the power tools. So if you have the knowledge, first you there have the safety officer or safety person, your foreman, supervisor, you can ask how to use. First you check this one, and then after you can using in this one. Without knowledge you cannot use, because accident will become there, some problem happened with you. Okay, so power tools, especially in electrical works, we use to drill machine. Drill machine is two types: power drill and battery drill. Power drills we can using in power supply in electrical, and battery drill already there have the battery and we can using in battery. So light electrical work we can using in battery drill. Light electrical work means some small hole in cable tray trunking and cable ladder, and make the hole in there, and make the some small hole in panel or DB. That time you can using in battery drill, light battery drill. If you can working in happy, make the happy hole, or make the concrete hole in slab for fisher, or for roll plug, or for your for your cable tray purpose, in make the 10 to 12 hole in concrete inside. That time you can using in power drill, which is using by power supply. Okay, so angle cutting grinder and angle cutting machine or angle cutting grinder is using for the cutting of some if small cable tray trunking, you can cutting by the hacksaw frame. But if the big one, you can using in cutting for the angle cutting grinder. Big 450, 600, 750, 900 cable tray, you can cutting by the grinder machine. Okay, angle grinding machine. So, and small size 50 around the 100 you can cutting by hacksaw frame also. Okay, so this is the power. And chapsaw cutting chapsaw cutter. So this is using in heavy channel cutting time. So if there have the channels, unistrut channel, C channel, so that types of channel cutting time you can using in chapsaw cutter. Channel support of the electrical cable tray trunking, we use the channel C channel and unistrut channel. So maximum electrical work using in unistrut channel. So this unistrut channel cutting time you can using in chapsaw cutter. Okay, this is the better for you. And heat gun, this is your heat gun we can using heating the slip. So I am already tell locks and termination time. There have the locks in cable locks, cable core locks, armor cable and non-armor cable. Heavy locks is there. Big locks is coming without insulation. So that time you can crimping the locks with crimping tools, and then after put the slip as per your color code. If your cable core is red, you can using in red slip. If your color code is cable core is black, you can using in black slip. So that time slip is small, big. So you can heating by the heat gun, and this is catch to your locks. Okay, so your locks with conductor. Okay, so that time you can using in heat gun. Okay, so these are the your electrical tools and power tools used for electrical work. So which types of work? First you take the knowledge of today your work is which types and which tools is need. You can using in this you can using in same types of as per your work related. Perfect tools for perfect works. If you working in like that, accident is not coming. Okay, accident is not coming there. And power tools using time, you should be take the knowledge of power tools and power supply. Without the knowledge of power supply and power tools, you cannot using in this one. This means accident is not clear. So these are the your electrical basic tools. Okay, so I hope all of you are watch this video and clear about basic electrical tools. If you have any doubt, any question, please comments with our comments box or comments after. I will give to more clear all of you. Okay, so thank you all of you. Wish you all the best and meet you tomorrow class.